Kiev after months of heavy casualties in a largely stalled counteroffensive against Russia. Tensions among Ukraine's top leaders have emerged strangely into the open in recent days, prompting President Volodymyr Zelensky to call for an end to political infighting. Choose your plan. ArrowRight. Everyone should now concentrate their efforts on defending the country, Zelensky said in his late-night speech Monday. Pull yourself together and do not rest. Don't get bogged down in internal fights or other issues. He warned that a crumbling union could have serious consequences. The situation is now the same as before. Without victory, there is no country. Zelensky's demand to halt all civil conflict followed a rare public spat with Ukrainian armed forces Commander General Valery Zaluzhny over whether the war had reached a World War I-style stalemate, as Zaluzhny claimed. A recent interview with The Economist. Everyone is tired and there are different opinions, Zelensky said when discussing Zaluzhny's deadlock remarks. He also told NBC News that he doesn't think it's a stalemate. But one of the president's aides went so far as to say on Ukrainian television that Zaluzhny's comments to the media made Russia's job easier. Zaluzhny, a career military officer, is widely popular across the country and is seen as a potential threat to Zelensky if he enters politics. So far the general has given no indication that he is planning such a move. But after 20 months of all-out war, public cracks are beginning to appear in Ukraine's previously unshakable national unity. The issue of stalemate is particularly sensitive because Ukrainian officials fear that the perceived stalemate could mean they will be forced into negotiations with Russia that would force them to give up territory. The overwhelming majority of Ukrainians oppose land concessions. The friction between leaders is on full display as Ukraine braces for the prospect of another brutal winter with almost no hope of significant progress on the southern front. Even Zaluzhny said most likely there will be no deep and beautiful breakthrough. Alyona Getmanchuk, founder and director of Center for New Europe, a think tank in Kiev, said these open disagreements serve to distract from winning war and certainly play into hands of enemy. Everything starts from unity within Ukraine, Getmanchuk said. The lack of good news is demoralizing civilians, as are growing fears that Russia will soon renew attacks on energy infrastructure that could make life miserable during the coldest months of the year. The pressure doesn't just come from the battlefield. International attention has largely focused on Israel and the war in Gaza. In Washington, there are disagreements among lawmakers about additional aid to Ukraine. On Monday, Zelensky publicly ruled out holding presidential elections in the spring, as is normally the case on Ukraine's political calendar. Some foreign officials had urged Zelensky to proceed